Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another tutorial. This one's going to be more of a tutorial and not a tips and tricks. We're not going to model anything, but we're going to do some studio lighting. I was browsing the interwebs and I came across this Maverick renderer and I was checking it out. It has some awesome results. One guy's video said it was a key shot killer, which is why I started looking at it. I don't have key shot, but I know what it is, and this looks awesome. But anyways, I was going through here, looking at the renders, and where'd you go? I came across this GoPro. I can't talk. Thought it was a super cool render, really simple, but I don't know why I like it. And I wanted to try and recreate it in Blender and Octane. So I didn't want to make a GoPro, and I have made a GoPro in the past. However, I have no clue where it is. If I find it, I'll post it up. You guys can download it. But I did find this guy on GrabCAD, and he's got two different GoPros, and I really like the look of the Hero 3. I like the shape, just the roundness of it. And when I was looking at it, I noticed he's got an OBJ download, which we can use to do a little lighting study. So, download this. You might have to make an account. And once you download it, import the OBJ. And I've already done this. When you download it and unzip it, you will get a folder like this, and actually it'll look like this. Just go and find the OBJ. Now I've lost it. There it is. And when you import it, it's going to bring it in pretty big. So just wait a sec. And what I like to do is when it imports, I'm going to hit M, new collection, GoPro. So now I've got it right here. And this cube, I'm going to make this like 4 inches. Then I'm going to go back, grab this GoPro, and scale it way down until it's about 4-ish inches. That looks good. And the reason we do that is because we want to work in real world scale, or as close to real world scale as we can. That way lighting will affect it properly. So let's go ahead and get the origins set up. So now everything is got its origin in its proper place. And it's going to be really simple to start texturing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Octane, path tracing, because we're going to be working with a lot of clear clear material, and we want a actual path tracer that will go through glass and plastic and whatnot. So path tracing, I'm going to go down and set my color management to none. If you don't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing this, go back and watch, like, I think it's part 1, the very first video I ever did of Octane and Blender, and it explains why I'm doing what. So I'm going to go to my world environment, drop in an image texture, and I want an HDRI. I actually have no idea where I saved my HDRIs. I just moved everything around, so. Okay, here we go. I'm going to copy this path. Open. There. And I'm just going to grab whichever one you guys want, you can use. I normally use this one, but I think it's going to be a little too bright. I'm going to use this one. And you can find all these at HDRI Haven. So let's do a test render. Okay, there we go. That looks amazing. All right, and we're not going to texture every single piece of this because we're only going to be really looking at the front. And the texture setup is actually super simple. If we go back to that Maverick render, it's essentially a perfect product shot, so there's no grunge, dirt, anything like that. I don't know if this is part of the material or if this is just like is noise from the renderer. I don't know. But let's get to texturing this. And the only reason I have this whole environment is because I want to see what I'm doing. I don't want to be in a dark environment and not really be able to tell how something looks. So I like to do it in of a more realistic lighting scenario and then take it into the studio. All right, so let's, you know what? I wonder if, let's try something. Highlight everything and then hit your space bar. Convert to Octane material. Okay, that didn't work. Let's make this, let's just do it from scratch. I don't want to just delete everything because like this plastic shares two other pieces. That doesn't share anything. Oh, I guess, okay, like this one. This one shares 6 different parts. So let's get this one first. Get rid of all that. And that's going to be plastic, black plastic. So let's make it black. And how shiny do I want it? Why am I not going closer? Ah, change your clipping. This is pretty small. There we go. What I'm doing is I'm watching how sharp these highlights are. I'm gonna try something like 0.1 for right now. And let's apply this. Oh, there's 2 here. All right, so one's probably the text. Octane. Let's see. Yep, that one's the text. But we can leave that white. Go here. Make this glossy. And turn up this guy's roughness a bit. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's just apply that to this. Why did you not work? Oh, because you have that. There's a screw in here. This needs to be metal. So throw some metal in here. And bring up that roughness. Oh, and that actually changed our buttons. And that. Alright, it's too bright. Drop in an RGB spectrum. Maybe bring that down a little bit and possibly don't make this as rough. There. I like that. Let's name these. This is the metal, base, plastic, and letters with a capital L and an E because typos. And we'll do lens, plastic, black. That works. Let's get these screws too. Let's just grab all these. Go here, Control L, materials. Now those are metal. Brighten them up just a little bit. Okay, let's see. So this is our whole case. So let's get that. This is going to be clear plastic, specular material, boom. Roughness at 0, fake shadows, and look how fast that renders. That's why I love Octane. It's so freaking fast when it comes to specular materials. Anything clear, so fast. Okay, and it looks like that took care of our back too. So I'm gonna hide this face. And you guys can texture this however you want. I'm just kind of getting what I need to get me to where I can bring it into the studio setup. Glossy. And I think this is a rubber gasket, so really I probably should have used the diffuse shader. It's gonna be pretty rough. It's gonna be rubber. But that looks good. Ooh. I don't know what color these are supposed to be. Let's Google it. GoPro Hero 3, housing, images, and yeah, bring it over here. I don't know, it looks dark there. Can I see it here? Maybe dark? Alright, we're making it dark. So grab that guy. I'll probably make it glossy. I don't know, I want to make it metal. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Let's just do that. So you can make this with a metallic shader. This was the old way. I think I've said this like 100 times. This is the old way we used to make metal material before there was actually a metallic shader. This index, we'd like put it at 8 or put it at 1. And then the diffuse, would make it completely black. And then you'd plug your RGB spectrum into your specular, make the color you want, and boom, you've got your metal color. But I just want darker specularity, so I just drop the value. I'm gonna make this dark too, because why not? We should make it like gold or something. That'd be cool. Okay, so here is the front case. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the, okay. Let's see what's going on. I think I see what's going on. I actually don't know what's what. Is this might be the glass that covers the LCD. Or it might be the LCD. I don't know yet. Let's find out. Let's make it something. Octane. I'm gonna guess it is the specular material first. It looks weird. Let's pull this out a bit. Oh yay. Oh, did I apply scale to everything? I mean, we're not going to do textures, but it's always good to apply scale. Oh, everything just broke. What? That was unexpected. Whoa. Okay. You know what? Go back. Control Z. Why did that happen? Scale. All right, so that's freaking huge now. Go out of your render and go back in. Okay, that's what I thought. Wait, I thought it was just a weird viewport thing. Holy crap. All right, you know what? Let's not scale anything right now, because that doesn't make sense why it would make it so big. Okay, that was normal. That was normal. So if you scale it, oh wait, let's see if we render. Yeah, now they're gigando, but they're not. Did I scale my camera or something? Okay, I'm just gonna Control Z back to where everything isn't ridiculous. I honestly don't know why I did that. Don't scale anything. I'll look into why that happened. Okay, so let's hide this case again. We were texturing this. Glossy. And normally people would edit that stuff out, but I mean, I was gonna scale like I normally do, and that freaked out on me. And I imagine that would happen to you, so I don't want to edit it out, because when I figure out why it did that, you guys can see how to fix it. Whereas if I just cut to every single time everything just works, then you guys don't get to learn how to fix things. You'll probably have the same issues I have. Okay, I don't know what that. Oh, that might be that. Let's hide this. Hide. Okay, so maybe. So that's the lens. Or that's the LCD. Let's make it LCD-ish there. So that means this is going to be the body, which honestly, I'm not going to really do much to this. I don't know, something like that. Now I know this body has like a really crazy cross hatching all the way throughout. So glossy, what are you? Oh, you're what is that, like the mic? I actually used to have a Hero 3 back in the day. Now I don't have anything. I have just a regular camera. Yeah, let's just make that like this. All right, so that's the mic. Where did everything else go? Okay, here. Enter. Glossy. What are you? Okay, you're the body. That's actually not bad. And I know this isn't that shiny. So we're not going to see it, but I do want those cross hatches. And I always link this website, 3dassets.one. And I think it was tiles. This one. All right, so I found this, and I just downloaded the normal map. So what that will do, wow, is, where are you? Boom. There it is. That will give me my crosses. And what it looks like right now is it's freaking huge. So I need to drop in a transform and a box projection and make this like 0.5. No. Smaller? Bigger? Oh wait, maybe I need to make it. Okay, here we go. All right, so it's starting to show up. That looks pretty good to me. And what do I want? Color correction? all the color correction node is it's just like a multiply node, but you've got a little more control over things. That's way too shiny for me. I'm actually going to drop the specular on it. So that'll make it darker and up the roughness. Come here. I don't know if I like this. Darker. Making it darker kind of helps. Yeah, maybe I do like it. That'll work for now. But that LCD screen's bugging me. It's not playing along. So I'm gonna hide that. And I think this might be intersecting. If we just like very carefully move this, aha, that was it. There we go. Now we've got that greenish blue LCD. See? All right, so it's not exactly the same, but it's super close. And this is also clear plastic, so now clear plastic. And I'm gonna hide it. And this I'm gonna make clear plastic. And I'm gonna duplicate this. So I'm gonna hit Shift D, enter, and then H to hide that one. And then this one we duplicated. Whoa. Scale it down. Move it here. Center it. I don't need to be rendering right now. Okay. Yeah, that works. Back to rendering. And for this, I'm actually going to not make that specular. And I'm going to drop a glossy material on it and make it dark and not have any roughness. And the reason I'm doing that is because it looks like right here, you can't see into it and it just looks super reflective. So I'm kind of cheating, but it'll work. All right, so let's, the way this looks, and it could be the lighting. Yeah, I think it is the lighting because this is dark. This is about the same color. Never mind. I'm going to brighten this up a tad. There we go. Might regret that later. We'll see. So this guy, you're going to be the same color as your neighbor. And I want to bring back my little lens. Yeah, I want to bring back this one. And what I want to do, oh, I didn't make that, oh no. So I'm dumb, and see right here how this now shares 5 materials. When I duplicated this, made it smaller, and made the inside one glossy, I actually made everything clear glossy. So that's a lot of fun. Really easy to fix though. Just go back to specular material. No roughness. Fake shadows. Hide your lens. Hide this. Grab this guy. Make a copy of it so it's its own individual part. And now make that dark. Oh, that's better. Okay. So honestly, from here, I think, oh, not you. Oh, I exited out of the web page. Dang it. Hold on. Maverick render. Go to the gallery. I don't know why I keep doing stuff off screen. Where are you? Oh, there it is. Boom. All right, so we don't have this text. that's fine. We don't have this, that's fine. Okay, yeah, we might want to do this, because that's cool. So, let's grab this. These are, what is this one? Flash blue for Bluetooth, and this one flashes red for recording. Oh, and that's your power button. So yeah, let's not make this blue, let's just make this red. This shares with something else? No, not today. Boom, now you're your own thing. So Octane output, diffuse, because I want a texture emission. Plug you into emission. And if I turn down my world, you can still see it there. We need a gradient texture. Maybe we don't need a gradient texture, but it would look like the other one. What I'm talking about is that hotspot in the center. I mean, I can go here, change this to red, and we can start playing with values all day. But let's see, RGB spectrum. This needs to be red. Bring this down. I'm undecided what I want to do. I mean, I don't really like that, honestly. It looks kind of blah. Yeah, I don't like that. And I think I actually have a gradient texture that I've saved at one point in my life. I made it back when I was doing the beer bottle tutorial. I'll make this available for download somewhere. Just look in the description and it'll be there. Unless you don't care about having that little hotspot in the center. But I do, so I'm going to make it. There it is. Okay. How do I want to do this? That'll go in there. This will go in here. Surface brightness. Probably have to do like, nope, box projection. Okay, and then full transform. Let's zoom into this. And I don't want it to pattern, so clamp the value. Oh, you're not clamping. Black color? Whatever. We won't see it. Scale this up to like there. What if I do UV projection? Will that do anything since I don't have a UV? No. Ugh. There. Yeah, these over here bug me, but we probably won't see that once we start messing with it. So I want a gradient texture. I think I can make that red. This red. Drop my brightness here. That kind of looks pink. I'll put that in there and cheat even more. Go away. There we go. I'm actually going to scale that up inside that body and then move it in a little bit there. And that's a horrible way to get rid of the other lights I had around here, but they were bugging me, so I don't care. Why do you look pink? Yeah, you should be more like that. You should be more red. And I want to set up my camera. Let's walk it in. Whoa, that's fast. Slow that down. There. Okay. So what I did here was I mapped this to the front. Right there. This image texture is just, if you want to see what image that is, sorry, I assumed you guys knew what I was talking about with the gradient. This. No. This. I just made that. I made it in GIMP. I no longer pay for Adobe stuff. So that's fun. Actually, I think I still am paying, but my trial or my end of month is not up yet. I'm trying to just do everything in free software. That way, anything I do, you guys can just do too. All right, so I think, honestly, I think I'm at the part where I want to start setting up my lighting for the studio. So let's, what's this focal length? 50. About 125. I like 125. I like heavy compression lenses. There. Let's make that 90. There. There. And drop the camera. Now we are completely centered in the Blender world. Well, almost. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is drop in a plane. Doesn't need to be that big. I don't know, move it right here. Make this a camera view. Ooh, how close I was. Tap it. There we go. All right, so let's look at this render again. Did I really exit out of it again? No, I didn't. That was a close one. All right, so it looks like we have a light here, off to the side. Off to the side, but back farther than this one, I'd guesstimate. Like we have 2 lights up above at a 45. Maybe a light down below. Maybe that's just the lens reflecting, but I don't think it is because I would also have a bigger one here. Plus, I don't think it would reflect like that. I think it would show up 180 degrees. Okay, so yeah. Let's just start throwing some lights on at it. And by throwing lights at it, I mean focusing and actually trying to make this look good. So use nodes, make it rectangle. I want this one to be small. I don't want to affect my ground plane a lot. So I'm going to try to keep the ground as dark as possible. Because I want to do this all in Blender. I don't want to bring this into GIMP or a compositor or anything like that. Oh, drop this. That, yeah, all right. Well, I guess my service is still going for right now. All right, go away. Let's render, and let's kill the environment by turning the power down. And that's way too bright. We're going to black this out. Turn up the roughness. I don't want that to be my render view. I want this to be my render view. Turn off nonsense. There we go. That light looks cool. I'm going to bring this even smaller. Feel like that's too bright. I don't want it blown out. It is kind of blown out in the actual render. There. But I don't want to blow ours out because I want to be able to see. So that doesn't look that bad. We can see through the case. We can see our spring up here. It's not bad either. Oh, so this right here, you can hit Shift T and point to what you want. And then click and it'll aim the light at it. Kind of cool. All right, so I think I'm actually going to leave that light like that. Samples up, maybe. I want surface brightness on. No, that's ridiculous. Let's do that. And I want to duplicate this light. Bring it over here. Man. There. This one's going to be big. Bigger. Let's scale this up. This is affecting my ground like I didn't want. And it's pretty much aiming at what I wanted to hit. Yeah, it's still too bright. Let's just turn all this to normal. There we go. So now it's not really affecting my ground, but I have a nice rim light here, a nice highlight here, and I'm going to move it a little bit more so it wraps around here. So now you can see we're picking up some screws. And that texture up a little bit. See. Yeah, that's doing its job. And now this big light, this is going to be where pretty much the rest of the light comes from. For this, I'm going to add in a circle and fill it. See, already this is bouncing off of here and it's acting as a reflector, which is actually really cool and fast. Dark, right. Okay, stop playing around. Anyways, so let's actually make this a RGB emission here, and it always makes it wrong. Yep, RX 180. There we go. Now it's going to be crazy bright. What I don't want, but what I do want, I want this to point at this. That way. Yes, that is definitely what I want it to do. Angle-wise, not brightness-wise. So, there we go. So right now what I'm trying to do is I'm not worried about the brightness. Not you. Oh my god, I exited out of it again. Ugh. This is not my day. Here. I'm on. What I'm trying to get is this big disc light and this light. Okay, I'm not closing out of it. I'm just moving it. Okay. Looks like it needs to go back a little bit more. So let's move it back. And we can just focus on this area. Oh, and I'm doing that by Control B. Control B, you can draw your area you want to render in. That way you're not rendering a bunch of just crap. Just render what you want to see. So that looks good. Maybe we'll scale it up a little more. And then Shift D, Z, make a smaller one. That one, yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna disable one of these because it's gonna be way too bright. Yeah, boom, crazy bright. And then I'm gonna show you how to get that purple lens coating effect. Let's hide the big guy for now. So this one, oh, I guess I can change the brightness here. I want to hide my other lights too. Okay, so actually unhide everything. Grab all your lights and work efficiently by hitting M, new collection, lights. Drop that. So we're working with our small circle first. It's already not that bad, actually, because I guess this will be kind of like my key light. So we'll make it a little brighter. So I'm watching right in this area because I don't want it to blow out anything. Let's turn on our left light. Of our side light. Okay. And then this is really our rim light, because it's lighting up everything along the edge here. Now let's bring in our big guy. And we're going to darken this one down. Make it its own. Because remember, it was a copy of this. Okay. Well, there we go. And now, this has a little bit of blur to it, which we could apply that gradient to this too and use that as our light source. But another way we can do that is just by going down here, hiding this, grabbing this, and just barely giving it some roughness. And that'll break up that really sharp edge. So I'm going to hold shift and drag up. And there's a point when it's like, okay, I'm fuzzy and now I'm too much. So that's too much. 0.05. I'm going to leave it there. Hit Alt H. Let's see if that makes it too fuzzy in there though. Oh no, I did it to everything. Oh my god, I did it again. All right, nothing fuzzy. Hide your glass, grab this, make it its own thing, 0.05. Now we've got the fuzzies going again. Yeah, that's fine. Alt H, please. There we go. All right. And I'm going to grab that lens here. And in order to make this purple, we're not going to mess with the transmission. We're going to mess with the reflection. Just give it a little bump. And ta-da, fake lens coating. It has some purple to it. And you can make it more prominent if you want. There, I like that. And now my favorite part of any Octane render. Click your camera. Select. You know what I mean by click. Go to your camera here. Scroll down. Turn on your Octane camera imager. And it goes dark because we're in linear. We were working in a 2.2 color space, but leave that at 1. And select a response type here. I like, what is it, Portrait 800. That's kind of my go-to for like everything. Boom. Yes, I like it. It's pretty. Something you can do is you can click the first one, hold Control, and just roll your mouse and just see which style you like. That one's kind of cool. Oh, that's pretty purpley. That one's cool. All right, anyways, so yeah. Boom. That's the one I like. That's the one I use a lot. And I don't really see any noise, but if you have a lot of noise, like say you've done something different with your plastic or your texture, you can play with this hot pixel removal, which I showed in my last video. I think that was like the camera settings and the depth of field. Right? I think so. Yeah, anyways, it was one of the last 2 videos I put up. I cannot remember. I do these really late at night normally. This is super early for me. So I don't really remember anything. Oh man, guess what I did? I exited out of the Maverick render again. That's fine. Anyways, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna let this render a little bit, and I'm gonna do a side by side. How many times have I closed out? What, like 5 times? Aha, here you are. All right, so we're a little bit on the fuzzy side, but we're only at 600 samples, and I don't have any denoising selected. And to see this, you have to be in, oh, what is it? You can't have selective render views on. Have to be in your camera. I know I've done this too in a tutorial, but I don't really ever do it, so it's hard for me to remember. Denoising beauty. There. Aha. That's how you do it. And it's going to look a little splotchy. And I think it only works when you hit your max preview samples. So let's go to like 500. I'm going to move my camera. Oh, okay. So yeah, I've actually moved my camera, right? Like I've moved out and I'm doing this, but in this view, and it's just going to say waiting for image. If you are in your denoiser beauty pass, it will only work if you are looking through your camera. As soon as you want to get out of your camera view and move around and go somewhere else, you have to change it back to combined. Super awesome, I know. All right. So when this hits 500, this is gonna magically clean up. And right now there's some pixels. If you drag this down, it'll actually get rid of them. But you don't want to take this like past 0.6 really ever, or you'll lose a lot of your detail. Let's pull this over. There we go. Go bigger. That's pretty cool. I mean, we don't have it as bright and crazy as this one, but again, I kind of like this because, I mean, Maverick Render or Maverick Studio, they've got some awesome stuff, and it's legit. But this to me is blown out. And again, it's just personal preference. Okay, I'm going to move this. I'm not going to close out of it. And what's super fun is I'm going to go back to combined here. Oh, here we can watch that hot pixel remover. It didn't do anything. Normally it works. Oh, it's waiting for image. Hold on, let me move. Go back. Okay, see how low that is, and look how funky it looks. So yeah, it'll mess up your detail. So I would just let this render. I would use a lot more samples personally. I don't like using the hot pixel remover unless I absolutely have to, because this render is so fast anyways that it's gonna be fine. I think inside here is it's too rough. I'm just gonna make it like 0.02. Oh, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, the other cool thing. Grab your camera. Post-processing. Bloom power. Is it because I have denoising on? Normally it doesn't give me this trouble. Everything is real time. Ah, here we go. Okay, now it's working. So crank up your bloom. Adjust your cutoff if it's too much. I'm just going to put that at 0. I'm going to do a little bit of bloom. There. Glare power. Let's exaggerate this for a minute. It looks like, oh, what is it? When you were young and your parents used to take you to the mall to that god-awful photo place. Glamour shots. Yeah, this looks like a glamour shot. Ray count to 1. Glare angle 0. And now you've got some cool anamorphic lens flares. But that's kind of ridiculous for this. Unless you like it, then it's cool. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to bring my glare up a little, but I'm going to blur them, which will bring them back. And I thought I had a glare cutoff. I guess not. I just have to use this master cutoff. There. Mess with my glare power. I don't want to make this too crazy, but it's kind of fun to give it a little bit of effect. Spectral intensity is really cool. Oh, we can't really see it. Oh, there we go. So your hot spots and your highlights, it gives you some fun effects. Not hot pixel, highlight compression. If you have some hot spots, you can bring them down. I'm not going to mess with the intensity here. Hey, I said I'm not going to. Why are you still? Okay. Highlight compression. Maybe we could bring our highlights down a little bit. I guess this does look blown out. I'll bring my glare power back a little bit. You know what I think I want? I want another one of these. What on earth did I do? Hold up. I just broke everything. What did I do? Did I make something go crazy? You know what? Here, let's just... Okay. I want some light underneath it. So I'm going to duplicate this. Go to the side. Bring this down here. And it's in our way. It's in the camera's way. So go over here and hide it from the camera. And now it'll be a little bit brighter underneath. And I'm going to drop its power. Didn't need to be 10. There we go. I think our plane needs to be moved forward because we've got this weird cutoff here. Yep, there we go. And our camera needs to move back. Maybe I moved my camera on accident because I thought I had more headroom there. You know what? I think it's in the right spot. I think I just moved it down. Whoa. Here. There we go. Yeah. All right. So don't like how that looks in there. I'm picky. I know. I always adjust things. I adjust things like 100 times. I really just need to leave stuff alone. But I want it to look good. All right. I think this looks good. I think it looks cool. Okay, I'm just playing with something else now. I thought the case looked a little bit too fat. But maybe not. I usually play between 1.4 and like 1.6 for things. Ooh, 1.6 gives us some more detail in there. All right, anyways. Play with whatever you want. I think I'm done with it. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, Blender is free. This Octane plugin's free. And we just created some pretty cool stuff. And hey, you know, if you wanna buy this, whoa. Yeah, sure, go ahead. I was watching some of the videos and it's super cool. I think it's like 20 euro a month for the indie. Which that might be worth it just to kind of play with it. I like the idea of drag and drop materials. That's one reason why I love Cinema 4D is there's pre-made materials, and another reason why I love Octane because you've got this live database materials, organic or non-organic, metal. The only thing that sucks about this is there's no search option. So you gotta just kind of scroll through. And someone was talking about how it never loads for them. It's always at 50%. It's always at 50%. It never changes. So yeah, you're fine. It's not anything you're doing wrong. And it takes a while to load sometimes. Yeah. And that's included with the free plugin. And I am using the free plugin. I do pay for Octane, but all my tutorials I do on the free. Yeah, so I can't select a secondary graphics card. Cool. Yeah, that's how I know I'm on the free version, because the free version you only get one card. Paid version, I can use both my cards. So looking at this, I do need a lot more samples for a final render. I'm going to do like 2500 because it's fast and I don't care. I don't mind waiting a little bit for it. And I think we're done. I think I said that already, but we're actually done now. Holy crap, this is an hour long. I didn't think it would take that long. I probably should have started from this already being set up with materials. But I wanted you guys to kind of see just a quick way. I mean, you can have really basic materials and a good lighting setup. And your model, I mean, it'll still look awesome. Like this looks like a product shot. And don't forget, you can always play with the colors of the light, which don't do that. You don't want to do it there. You want an RGB spectrum into your texture, and then you can do some like cool lights, warm lights, so you can have that super cool contrast. All right, that's actually awesome. Do we want this? Nope, I'm just gonna leave it regular. I'm gonna leave it regular for right now. Hopefully you clicked on it. I never know what the thumbnail or the end result's going to be until I'm completely done. Because whatever the end result is, that's the thumbnail. That way you guys know what you're getting into. And I'll leave a link to where you can download this. All right, well, thanks for checking out the video. Post a link if you do this. Let me see your renders, play with some lighting, maybe put it in a weird scenario or a cool scene. Maybe we'll use this another time. So have a good night. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.